hello, women on change, friends, family, everybody around the world. How are you? Happy New Year to you. It is officially 2022, not 2022. Happy New Year, Happy New Year. I'm excited to be sitting this amazing, sharing this amazing face with you, this natural face from the beautiful part of the world, the beautiful continent of Africa. I am currently in Africa. I won't mention where I am yet. Well, I've been quite a few places, but I'm excited to be sending this video because this is the year that I say that I would officially put all of my energy to be the shaker, the mover that I think I can be. It's been, so many of you have been wondering, where have I been? What am I doing? It's been boiling, but I can say that I've been a bit disconnected, I would say, since 2019. Haven't really, at least to the close circle of mine, that, I haven't really it kept up. At least, I mean, I post stuff on Women on Change online, but that one-on-one, which is where I thrive, I haven't been doing that much, I would say, since 2019, because so much has been going on. I mean, hopefully you've read Lead and Earn, where I've shared so much about my life. But the last 3 years or so, I would say, starting in 2019, has been, well, was a shaking years, I would say. This is why I'm ready to shake 2020, because since 2019, I would say till 2021, it's been a lights up, eye opening for me. Part of it started with what now we are calling the pandemic, which I wasn't aware at the time what it was. And it wasn't the fact that I don't think I would be alive for long, but it was what happened when I went to a doctor, right? I mean, I had a doctor who literally refused to treat me. And so now I actually understand why so many people are being affected by this. Imagine not being able to breathe. Yes, breathe. And then you go to a doctor and you just want an x-ray of your lungs, and they tell you no. And so when I thought it was the insurance that may have been the problem, I said, I'll triple whatever the price is because I want to know what's going on. This doctor nicely refused. So I went home. And I cried like a kid, because I'm like, how? Okay, I shouldn't say like a kid. Everybody's, entitled to cry as you wish. But I felt like, first of all, I was angry, but I was also like, how did this happen? But this happened, I would say, around early January 2020. I got sick late, like December 28th, 2019. And by January, and I was out of the country, I was in Haiti at the time, came back, I went to a doctor. I just couldn't breathe. I didn't have a fever. I didn't have, first 3 nights I got sick in Haiti, I had a fever, but fever was gone. And then I came back to the States, went to the doctor. I ended up in Roanoke, Virginia, where my family is. Went to the doctor, and it's what happened after doctor's appointment that, clearly this was January, all rooms, like everybody was there sick. I didn't have a fever. I wasn't coughing. I was just having a hard time breathing. I mean, when I say I had a hard time breathing, it's like, I don't know how to explain it. But this doctor who signed to treat every patient with integrity actually choose that day to do the opposite. Instead, he subscribed or prescribed like so much crap to me, which I didn't get because I knew something else was going on in my lungs. But anyhow, I'm alive. I'm grateful. And what happened after that is I had a major accident. I came out alive clearly, but my car was totaled. And this happened again, back to back. This happened in 2021, early 2021. And all these experiences, and again, I'm one of these folks who've used to, and it's sad to say, but trauma, right? From medical to emotional, I've come from that environment, unfortunately, and fortunately, because I've I'm the person I am because of some of these experiences. But that doesn't mean you have to experience it, or anyone else or child out there has to experience it. So yeah, I've been disconnected because both late 2019 to 2020 and then 2021, so much had happened that the fact that I'm 2022 talking to you, or have been talking to you since 2021, and I haven't mentioned these personal things, but I think folks who've been listening to some of the videos that I've posted, you know, kind of may have gotten a hint, but it shouldn't be about that. I should be able to just share those things. But I'm sharing them now because I'm in a better place. What these experiences did to me, the past 2 years, COVID, the accident, I don't know if I was gonna make it. Yeah, and these are like two back-to-back things. So what they did to me, however, is put me in a space where I feel like I have found who I am. Like, I understand when people say this part of me is dead, this old part of me is dead. I understand that now because I have learned to cherish my energy, my I guess my soul in essence, right? In a way that I didn't know I had to, right? So these experiences helped me do that, and it happened without either going to see anybody, but I had to like I had to sit with it. And I also, there are things that I wanted to do, and I said, you know what, this is the time to do those things. And I've been able to do those things. And one of these things that's on my list, I had two, not too many, just two. And so far, I've achieved a major one, and that was to see places, particularly in Africa, that I hadn't. Even though I was in the continent, my first trip to the continent was like 2008 or 2009. And I went back, and I came back again, 2017. Um, but yeah, so, and then the other thing is to be able to commit my life to helping the youth and families in particular who are trying their best and not sure where to start. I want to be part of that. While I believe women are a major part of that, because my mother always says that women have kids. I used to get angry at that, but now I understand women do have kids. And I think to tackle poverty at the basic level, when it comes, well, I don't want to call it basic, it's major. When it comes to having children, I think women play a major role in that. And I hope with Women on Change, I can speak my truth. I'm not a mom, excuse me, I'm not a mom by all means. But one thing I know for sure, as one of 15 children and with 22 or some 23, 24 now, nephews and nieces, I'm confident that I can speak, and this is just for my family side. I'm sure if my friends, everybody, it's over 40 or so. So what I like to be able to do is, if you allow me, is speak directly with women, because you have such power when it comes to deciding what it is that, or the reason for you for wanting a family, right? Because to me, I think the lack of understanding who we are as human beings, and this isn't just for women, it's just in general, but I think women in particular are precious in that our ability to reproduce, right? Many of us are blessed with that. To reproduce is a major responsibility, and I think we need to exercise that right. Oops, hold on a second. Somebody's at the door. We need to be able to exercise that right with responsibility. Okay, so I'm going to end the video now because someone is at the door, so I need to open up. Until then, I'll see you soon. Cheers. Have a blessed day.